Good morning, you guys. Welcome back. It's Team Brown again. Welcome to our kitchen. This morning, I am doing some prep work. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about, our prep work here. As you know, you guys have been following us with our jams, and a lot of prep work does go into preparing our fruits, our fresh fruits. You guys know, as you can see right here, we always work with fresh fruits and vegetables. Of course, we're doing jams. We just do
nothing frozen.
Nothing frozen. So everything's fresh. So fresh entails prep work. So this morning, I'm working on these beautiful strawberries here and some raspberries. We're going to be doing a strawberry raspberry jam combination later on. So I'm prepping my berries here, and so it's really, really important that you clean your fruit properly. Usually, I like to use a fruit wash, but you can use other things. Make sure you have running water. It's also really important, since you're going to be working with fresh fruits and things, especially if you're going to be working with any vegetables that you might be eating raw. I know the temptation may come to grab a berry or two here while you're preparing your dishes or your food, to grab one and just kind of pop it in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
But you always want to make sure that that you clean everything around you. I had gotten up earlier this morning.
So you mean to tell me that it was wrong for me to stick my hand in there and just pull a berry out and eat it?
I probably would not have done that.
Oh.
So.
Is that why my stomach
hurts? It wasn't
hurts?
the best idea.
Is that why my stomach hurts?
Yeah, so if you want to be growing mushrooms out of your ears, then, go stick in your hand and stuff. But anyway, you guys, pardon the hair and everything. I just kind of put this hair up and came in here and started my prep work. So,
but it's yours, though. Man, I'm joking.
That it is. All of it and its messy glory. So, I sanitize my kitchen counters, my knives. We got our clean dishes here. It's always good, even with our water bath canner, keeping always fresh water, cleaning out the water canner. Another thing that you could run across, especially if you happen to forget, which there has been times where I have forgotten to remove my rack from out of the counter. You can develop rust. That's something natural because you're dealing with, water with metal objects. So rust is possible. A good cleaning technique is taking just a raw lemon, and you can actually rub that lemon on those rusty areas, and it will help to remove that rust off of your item. So that's what I did. I took a lemon and I just kind of rubbed that.
So why can't you just put the bottles in there on top of the rusty rack? Explain that.
Well, I wouldn't do it because rust, think about it. If you have a rusty rack in there, that rust gets into your water, and that means you've basically got your jars or your mason jars sitting in rusty water. So, you want to be as clean as possible. That's always our goal with our products, is to make sure that we have clean items, clean things for people to eat, and also to make sure that, we avoid foodborne illnesses and sicknesses. We don't want anybody getting sick. So, therefore, it's very important that you clean everything properly, prep your items. I'll show you right here. See how you can see here? So I'm preparing these. I'm slicing them. They've been cleaned and washed already. So this is how you avoid foodborne illness, foodborne sickness. Always make sure that you clean everything that you're going to be using to prepare anything that you eat. That way you avoid cross-contamination and you avoid foodborne illnesses. Hi, Mr. Marcus. Nice to see you again, sir. Nice to see you again. I always love when you guys come in. So that's what we're doing right now. So I got my rack. If you look here, I've got my, we'll get our rack. We've got our blender, because there are times where I do incorporate blending of items together to make, in making our jams. Lemon's really important. You can also use vinegar. Vinegar is also a really, really good way to help to ward off mineral deposits.
Now, what kind of vinegar?
Just white vinegar. I'll show you.
Not apple cider vinegar?
Not apple cider. Preferably white distilled vinegar.
Okay.
Which is right here. This is something that I like to use in my water when I'm doing my mason jars because it helps my jars come out more beautiful. Like the lids stay nice and shiny. Because remember, your water and metal, it produces a chemical reaction. Sometimes you have rust, and then other times you can have mineral deposits from the water because we have hard water here. You can have it in the city too, but if you have hard water, vinegar helps to kind of combat that. So even if you have a little bit out of water, you can always take a damp cloth, wet it with some vinegar, and you can kind of wipe off your mason tops, and it helps to keep them nice and shiny and pretty.
Okay. Fun fact for the people while she's doing that.
Right. So
a commercial break brought to you by Whataburger. Whataburger, family owned and operated, the best burgers in the country. Definitely better than In-N-Out. I just had to make that be known. Shout out to Whataburger.
False advertising, sir.
What a burger. Jesus Christ, I only came to Texas and switched up. I'm going to turn my back on Whataburger. Okay, anyway. That's the commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Whataburger over In-N-Out.
Never.
Whataburger. Okay.
Never.
So
now that I've got my berries all prepared, I'm going to start to dice them. And I'm just cutting them into smaller pieces. It's no, specific size necessarily that they need to be.
Thank you for saying specific with an S. Because some people be saying Pacific, like Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, Pacific.
And they don't say the S. They don't say specific. They say Pacific.
Yeah,
Pacific that's such an irritant to me when people say Pacific. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's the ocean, bro.
Yeah, well, we don't want to. That's the ocean. So we're not talking about oceans here or time zones. So we now that we've got our stuff all washed and beautiful and prepped, we're going to start cutting up our berries. Okay. And like I said, there's not a specific size that you need to cut them into. I'm just doing it in smaller pieces because it's more manageable. Because as these cook down and they become softer, I'm going to be incorporating my blending techniques that I use to bring about the type of consistency that I'm looking for with the jam.
Now, what type of blending technique do you use to get it? Get the berries to where you need them to be?
Well, you can do two things. Like you can mash your berries, which is kind of like a more hands-on, more organic way of crushing the fruit, which primarily is how you really get like your jams and your spreads. Jams more so because they have more of the whole fruit. You can crush your fruit down. Then if you kind of want more of a incorporated, smooth type of a finish, you can also take some of your fruits or some of your product and add it to a blender or a food processor. I actually, on occasion, I will do both. Some fruits I will leave whole, some I'll smash it a little bit, and then there's other times where I'll do a little bit of both, where they're smashed and they're also whole, and then I may also incorporate a little bit of blended. So I just kind of feel my way around. I just kind of look at it and kind of decide, okay, well, I kind of want to shoot for this type of consistency with this particular fruit. So I feel like, maybe I might want to blend it. Like, for example, when we did the grape, typically because grape is a very soft fruit, it's not really something that's very fun to have grape skins in your jam. Nobody likes that. So, of course, during the prep process, it was a little tedious. But with that process, I decided to food process it, and it was able to give me the consistency that I was looking for.
And to get the grape skins out, for example.
With the grape skins, you definitely want to. When I prepared mine, I used not only my colander, which, that's right here. I use a food colander, but I also used cheesecloth.
Right.
So you can use something like a cheesecloth that helps to filter out smaller particles.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Yes, you guys. So I'm getting back to work. We'll meet up with you guys later, and we'll show you our finished project.
Thank you for coming to our kitchen, Team Brown. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.